All right. We're back on. We got cut off there at some point. I tried to continue. It looked like it was continuing for me, but apparently the video wasn't working for you guys. It looks like it cut off at about 18 minutes. So I'm not really sure where we left off in terms of the questions there. If I go back and look at that really quickly, let's just take a look here. I can look at the live chat, the questions where we were at here. Let's see. Right. So I think someone had mentioned something about the 3 days of darkness. I've heard about this on and off. And oops, let me see. Is this on? Yeah, it's on. And it's come around. It's been mentioned more than once. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. It's come and it's gone a couple of times. A lot of these things that I notice about kind of global ascension things, that they say it's kind of one pinnacle moment, but I think that really depends on where everyone is at in terms of their own ascension and evolution and soul path. The things that cross your path, they are most generally for you, right? And if it resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, then not so much. But I wouldn't worry about anything that seems like a larger global scare tactic, possibly, or saying that everything is coming down to one moment, because that has been passed around quite a few times. And I haven't seen any fruition from that. I haven't gotten any guidance in regards to things being one certain moment. It just seems to be like a general flow, the ascension path, the awakening path. And there are different portals and gateways that open up with astrological energies, as well as whatever is destined for your personal soul evolution. These are the things that accelerate you, or they bring in more energies, or they put everybody through the washing machine at a certain time, right? All right, so I'm just looking again at the chat window that we got cut off of on the last video there. And then the other part is, there was somebody that was talking about entities. In terms of entities, this is, if you feel that that's what's affecting you, that just means that you are taking on other people's dense energy or heavy energy, and you don't have to do that, right? Of course, lower vibrational things like drugs and alcohol can make us more susceptible to taking on other people's energies, because it's lowering our frequency too. Those substances have kind of like a level 2 density frequency, which is the level of plants. Instead of, in our human bodies, we are 3D. And then if you're all the way up in 5D, doing those things will lower you down to a lower vibrational frequency. Some medications can do that too, which is why I suggest, if you are doing Akashic Enlightenment, to not be dabbling in those lower frequency things. But in terms of entities, again, it's just like people coming into your life that cause drama. You can ask them to, I don't really want to engage in this. I don't want to have this conversation. I don't want to get into all this drama. And you don't need to go into that fear or that victim state. Right? It's a level of setting up boundaries. If you want to call in Archangel Michael and that works for you, do that. Or you can do the Golden Egg meditation and the Akashic Enlightenment book. That works great. Just visualizing putting up this golden egg around yourself, feeling yourself within that. So again, it really is a state of mind. And A Course in Miracles, they don't really look at things as entities. They look at it as thoughts. So wherever your mind is at, if you're in a place of fear, then it's kind of your mind is going to a place of kind of putting yourself in a place of misalignment, right? You're going into a place of fear rather than a place of love or joy, right? And so it really is changing the mind, what the thoughts are. So if you are feeling afraid, you can ask, well, why am I feeling afraid? What is causing that? What am I really afraid of happening? right? And for most people, the ultimate fear is death, right? That's where the ego is like, oh my gosh, I need to survive, I need to stay alive, right? And so anything that you feel is an entity coming in, you can tell it to go away, send it away, not interested. You can go into a higher frequency, right? And ask for higher assistance to clear that. If you're still struggling with that, then it could be more of like an embedded pattern within yourself, right? And so these are things that could be from this lifetime earlier on, or from other past lifetimes or other dimensional existences, where it's something that keeps happening over and over again and you can't seem to step out of it. That's when you come in for a session, right? If you're having trouble stepping out of that by yourself, then you ask for assistance, right? From a person, from a practitioner who is able to help you with that. And I am one of those people. If you feel called to do that, I can do a session with you. We can look at the root of what the negative patterns are that are causing this reoccurrence for you that isn't serving you. Okay. And then clearing that, and so that you can step into a more aligned place, right? Where you are in a place out of that fear and aligned with joy and love and your true soul resonance, right? Because anything in that fear area, it's not really our true soul resonance, right? It's something that we learned, right? It's a distortion, or it's a place of ego. It's something that we learned either from other people, on this lifetime, other dimensional spaces, other beings, or it's just other energy imprints, right, that aren't true, right? And this is why books like The Law of One, Course in Miracles, anything that is like a high frequency channel, they're really trying to put you on those higher frequencies. All right. So yeah, if you need a session, I'm here to help you with any entity experiences that you feel like you're experiencing. All right. So let's see. I think this is working. There's no one coming into the chat room this time. All right. All right, well, I think we have covered everybody's questions here. And if there is no more questions or chats, then I will end this session. Well, thanks, Heather. I'm glad it's working. Good to know. All right, I think just people kind of scattered when the other one cut off there. All right. Well, if there's no other questions, we'll just kind of round up this live session. Thank you, everybody who came in and joined. Again, I will try to do this more often when I get the nudge, or maybe we can do a regular thing. We'll see what happens here, just to answer any questions. And am I still alive? Someone's asking this. Yes, I am. Okay. Yeah, so hopefully we can do this more often, and you can bring your questions or concerns, and then I'll bring through any messages or teachings that they are asking me to bring through. All right. So again, if you need the full moon light language transmission, that is in the May full moon video. Right, there's a little free one, and then there's a longer transmission to help you with the energies. If you need a personal session, you can get a hold of me. I'm still here to help you with that. Great connecting with you all. It's super fun to have the live messages. I'm not getting any messages. I haven't gotten anything to come through. Yeah, so I'm just doing a little check-in. You guys are doing a great job. Just keep working at that, and keep working with aligning yourself. That's what it all comes down to ultimately, right? Being your most aligned being and soul that you can be, right? Spreading that energy out to everybody else. All right. So keep up the good work. We've gotten past this full moon, and now we're just going through those transitions until we get to the equinox. So that'll be in June. So I will check in with you guys another time. It's been great doing live with you, and have a great week. Much love, many blessings. Take care, and bye for now.